Hello, what about a visit to the Big Truck Weekend? That's here at the Riverside Museum here in Glasgow. The event is by J&M Murdoch and Son. We're going to check out all the trucks on show here at the Big Truck Weekend here at the Riverside Museum in Glasgow. Let's check it out. So there's a variety of trucks here on show at the event. Classic trucks like these ones here, and there's also lots of new trucks as well we'll take a look at. Now you'll probably hear, oh you just heard it there now, I was going to say you'll probably hear the horns going off during this video. You can actually get into the front cabins and have a go at that horn as well, so that'd be fun to have a go at, wouldn't it? We'll have a shot, we'll try and get a shot of that. People were able to get a closer look at all the trucks on show here at the event, both modern and classic. The Big Truck Weekend was held on Saturday 5th and Sunday 6th of July 2025 here at the Riverside Museum in Glasgow. If you would like to find out more information about J&M Murdoch and Son, we will include the link to their website on our video description below. Now let's have a word with Adam from J&M Murdoch and Son. Well, we're joined by Adam. Adam, hello, how are you doing today?
Not bad, yourself?
Excellent. So the Big Truck Weekend, can you tell us what we've got here today?
It's a bit of a display for J&M Murdoch Limited. The company was asked to do a bit of transport for the Transport Museum, you know, we move their stuff for them, so we were asked to put some trucks out, invite people along, let them see what we do. So we've got a varying range of working trucks, vintage trucks, toys as we call them, all on display for people to come and enjoy, some open for the kids to get in, blow horns, etc.
You can hear that.
Would drive you daft. But yeah, it's just a day out for everybody to let them see. A lot of people they're never up this close to trucks, so they don't know what they're like
That's
and
right.
what they do, you know, and other stuff as well that would company supplies, different bags of aggregates and things in display. So yeah, just a bit of a display for us.
And for folk who's maybe interested in become a truck driver, it's quite useful
Yes,
as well.
aye, definitely. It lets them see and lets them speak to people that do it. And
Yep.
the company obviously is looking for drivers, and we've got a training scheme in place as well. So people that don't have a license, they can come and join us and go through a kind of training program. We train them up and teach them to drive lorries, and yeah, it works out
Do
quite
you know
well.
how long that usually takes?
I think it's a 2-year deal that we
2
do.
years.
You know, I think the company offers like a 2-year space that they come in and we put them through the license, then they get trained up different divisions of the company, you know.
Right, right. How long have you been with the company yourself?
I've just been here 2 years. I
2
run the
years.
workshop for
Right.
the company.
Right,
I'm
right.
a workshop foreman, so I run the garage side of it and keep everything going.
So a lot of maintenance involved to keep all of these in tip-top
Aye,
condition.
definitely, that's it.
Excellent.
Pity you didn't disable the horn.
I think we'll be going to take a fuse out shortly.
So it's a good variety of trucks you got here
Yes,
today.
aye, definitely. There's plenty here, and a bit of variety, different stuff. Things that have been fully restored and things that have still to be restored,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So the older vehicles there, can you tell us anything about those? The older models over there, the older trucks.
Yeah, so starting on the back of this one, the one at the very back there with the roof rack and air horns on it, that was I think John got that for a birthday. I can't remember if it was 21st or not, so that's been with the company since it was new. It got to almost scrap status and then they revived it and brought it back fully restored, so that's one of the show fleet. And the rest of them, the white one here, the Volvo, that was a working lorry as well, so they've restored that and put it into the fleet. These two are special anniversaries for Volvo and Scania, so they're kind of collectible ones, shall we say. So yeah, there's a bit of history to them all in the vintage fleet, you know.
We noticed you've got Tess and Ted,
Yes,
electric.
yes, wee boy and a wee girl electric skip trucks.
But what's the maintenance involved in the electric? Because you know,
At the
it's completely
moment, they're still maintained by Volvo, so we don't know.
Okay, so you
Personally, they scare us because we don't know anything about them. But they prove quite good to be where they are. You know, they do a job on the skips. I don't think I would fancy it a tipper or an Arctic truck, but they work quite well with the local stuff on the skips, you know.
Did they have quite good mileage on?
They do about 200 kilometres a day.
Wow. Oh, okay.
That's their kind of bulk range, you know. They'll do about 200. During the winter, it goes down a wee bit because you're using wipers and lights and things all day, you know. So that maybe drops to about 160.
Now, earlier on, you said that you've transported various items for the museum.
Yes.
And there's lots of heavy things in there, you know, trains, what have you. What things have you transported for the museum?
We move various different things. We've done trains and do a lot of the vintage cars and things for their storage, you know, because they change their display in the museum from time to time, so we move the stuff in and out for them. And
a lot of work involved with
yes,
that,
a lot of planning,
yeah,
so that nothing gets damaged, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us, and all the best for this.
Yes, thank you.
Just one final thing.
Yeah.
The usual website.
Oh yeah. Do you have a website?
It's J&M Murdoch.com is the website, the email address. So yeah, if you just Google it, you'll find us.
And if interested in becoming a driver, they would get all that information on there as well.
Yes, there's application pack and that on there as well.
And inside the warehouse as well, and inside the garage, can people become staff members there as well?
Yes, I will.
The garage yourself?
Yeah, anyone that's interested, just drop us an email or a CV and we'll get back to anybody.
Excellent, good stuff. Thank you very much again.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Thank you. joined by Callum. Callum, hello there.
How you doing?
So Auto Perfekt, can you tell us about that, please?
Yeah, so we're a Kilmarnock-based, we're obviously a Scottish-based brand, based just outside Kilmarnock. And the big thing behind the brand is we're bringing sort of high-end detailing products to the commercial side, so agriculture, haulage, industrial stuff. So basically, I've had a detailing brand since I was 15 years old, and when COVID came, we realised that that business is probably not going to be suitable after COVID time. So one of the things that we wanted to do was produce a range that we would start to sell to our own customers for detailing cars. And in all honesty, it just got completely out of hand, and now that's all we do. So we don't actually do the sort of detailing part anymore. We just supply these chemicals now and accessories. So we tour all over the UK. We're in Europe twice this year as well. So the brand's grown and grown and grown each year.
And these products are used to keep the trucks in clean condition.
Yeah, so some of the biggest truck shows in the UK and Ireland, we've got a lot of first prize awards. So the products are all very, very high quality stuff. So it's not just white label stuff off the shelf that can be made by anybody. We formulate all these ourselves. So it's very unique to a lot of other brands that are out there.
How does the product work?
So we'll get loads of different products. So one of the biggest things behind the brand is basically we're a non-caustic brand. So there's a couple of different ways that you can manufacture the product, caustic being probably the cheapest and most aggressive way. So we've kind of taken things from knowing how the product works, from detailing from 15 years old, and then bringing that to the end consumer. So everything's really, really easy. We've got ceramic coatings and stuff that are DIY, and you don't need to be a professional to use the products at all.
Mm-hmm. And can you use this? You can use this on your own car at home.
Cars, motorbikes. We've got guys who have. I've got one customer who's got a helicopter collection of 8 helicopters, and they use it. So there's no limitations as to where the product can be used.
Interior and exterior.
Interior and exterior. So we do surface protection as well. So we do interior coatings and exterior coatings to protect the paint, to protect leather, whatever it might be. So there's different variations.
What about vegan leather? My Chariot's got vegan leather.
Yes, it will clean plastic as well. Yeah, 100%. No, it'll do plastic and vegan leathers and all leatherettes and all that type of stuff as well. Yeah, 100%.
And do you train any of your team to go out and show the likes of Murdoch?
Yeah, so we've got a team of about 6 or 7 different folk, and we'll go out to businesses right across the UK. We'll show them how to use the products. We'll introduce them to the products, and then hopefully they change whatever supplier or brand it is that they're using from to us. Same as like what Murdoch's done. They've been using a supplier for a long time. We've showed them some different variations of products, and the biggest thing with your game is there's been no competition to the 2 biggest companies in the UK really until we had came along. So we've kind of pushed the boat out. I think we've actually pushed them forward as well. A lot of their products, they've been stuck for the last 10 years and not brought anything out. And all of a sudden we've came along and there's new products getting pushed out all the time now because I think we've kind of set the precedence at what's happening now. So
Don't sell air defenders.
No, do you know, I said that to John. I said, see when we turned up, he says, how are you getting on? I says, great. I says, but I'd have been a millionaire this morning if I sold ear defenders. Unfortunately, I thought of that one too late.
Well, do you have a website people can find it more?
Yeah, so it's autoperfekt.co.uk. So we've got a company called Grassmen who sell for the north and south of Ireland. So they're a big agricultural company. We obviously do the whole of the UK, and we also have a Dutch network as well. So they sell over Holland and anywhere in kind of Europe and stuff as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.
All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
And thank you again to Callum for speaking to us. And now we'll take a look at some more of the trucks on show here at the Big Truck Weekend here at the Riverside Museum in Glasgow. Thank you again for joining us here at the Big Truck Weekend here at the Riverside Museum in Glasgow. Thanks to Adam and Callum who spoke to us on the video, much appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and please subscribe to the channel to see more of our upcoming videos here on the channel.